What is going on, guys? My name is Irvin, and today we're going to be working on my 1995 Mitsubishi Eclipse. So if you guys have been following along, I've got a lot of bodywork that I've been doing to it. Pretty much most of the rear end is completely finished and pretty much ready for primer. There are a few different little things that I have to finish. One of those things is getting a lot of the old paint off. So as you guys can see, the hood I've already done. I'll put a time lapse of me doing that in the video. But the roof I still have to do because you guys can see, back in my younger years, I tried to use some rattle cans to try to fix some shitty paint, and it ended up just being shitty paint. So the whole roof has pretty much been sun faded. It's cracked the paint all the way down to the primer. So at this point, my best option is to strip it all down to bare metal, just like I did with the hood. Because all of the paint on the top of the car got baked in the sun for pretty much like 25 years now. And it all started to crack super hard, so all of that is going to have to get stripped down to bare metal. Then I'll go ahead and just do a skim coat on all of the surfaces, make sure that it's all completely flat, and then that'll be ready for primer. That's actually one of the last things we have to do. Then we have to hit the front fenders, prepping the bumper, and prepping the rear bumper. I want to get my side skirts mounted onto it because this car did not originally come with side skirts, so I have to find out where to mount those. And then we should be ready for primer, and then paint, and then this thing is going to be sick. So let's jump into doing some work. I do have a couple other little things that I have to do throughout the day. One of them is test fitting wheels on the IS300. As you guys can see, I got a big old box, and I'm not going to show that in this episode because next episode is pretty much going to be completely dedicated to the wheels. So I'm stoked about them. I already opened one of them up and they look sick. I'm so stoked. So I think I'm gonna have to test those to make sure that they'll fit on my brakes. As you guys know, I have the LS400 brakes and those kind of limit my wheel choices a little bit, but I think they should be good. Other than that, I got a new hard drive in the mail, so I'm probably gonna install that this video. Yeah, we should be getting a lot of work done today. So I hope you guys are stoked. Let's get into the video. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this sucks. I hate this. I've been here for an hour and gotten like half of the hood done. But it needs to be done. It's gonna make this thing look so much better. It's another thing that's gonna be checked off the list. Once we get this completely sanded, it doesn't actually need too much body work. There's a few little spots that I'll have to fill, but once this is completely sanded, this will be ready for primer. I gotta do the same thing to the roof. I'm probably gonna still do that in this video because it's a big old fucking bitch to do all this. Then fenders are pretty much straight. I'll just give these a light scuff and make sure that the paint's ready to accept primer. The front bumper, same thing, scuff, ready for primer. I gotta mount the skirts. We're getting pretty close. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, we're getting pretty close, and it's honestly like, it's surreal. It kind of sucks being out here doing this right now because, like, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can see my breath. And it's a little chilly, but, you know, the grinder and, you know, working makes me a little bit warm. My butt muscles are fucking taut right now from, like, bending over the car the entire time. My glutes, my gluteus maximus. Quite a workout, but I'm gonna finish up getting the entire other side of the hood completely sanded off. Then we'll move on to the next step, probably the roof. As much as this kind of sucks, it's cool seeing this all come together because pretty soon I'm gonna be able to drive this thing. I'm gonna be able to drive this thing again, and it's gonna look so much better. So much better. I love the way this thing looks before, but it's gonna look so much better. So let's get to work. So over this 1 year of having my PC built, I've already completely outgrown my storage capacity with all the videos that I've been editing, all the photos and everything. So that is where this baby comes into play. That's an 8 terabyte hard drive for my PC. Originally, I started out with a 1 terabyte NVMe and a 500 gig NVMe for my operating system, and then an external 4 terabyte hard drive. But all of those are full now. I've been doing 2 uploads a week for pretty much half a year now, and it has completely chewed through my memory, so time to get this thing installed. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug my computer, get that all taken apart, get it on the desk, and let's put the thing in. Alright guys, as you can see, this is my PC. Fully custom, built with a i9-9900K on an Asus Z390. Got some Corsair DDR4 RAM, RTX 2070 Super, capture card, a few other little things here and there, but nothing too crazy. It's in an NZXT H510 case, I think, with the all-in-one cooler. And it's actually a pretty beefy PC. I'm really stoked about how it came out because it's honestly a pretty good setup. So I'm gonna have to add a hard drive to this thing. I've never done this before. I'm pretty sure that I gotta take the back off to be able to do that. And then I should be able to plug it into one of the SATA ports in the front and then into the power source. And that should be about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing flipped over, see if we can get to all the stuff we need to. Looks like I'm gonna have to pull the hard drive mount to be able to get that thing mounted. That's the tray for the hard drives. So I can go ahead and mount my new guy right up in there. And that's where it'll sit. So she's mounted. Now I can go ahead and plug in the power for it and run a wire. So it looks like it's going to be a little bit difficult to get to my SATA connectors because my graphics card is in the way. I think I'm just going to try to do it from the back. Hopefully I don't have to pull it because, I mean, it's really not that much work, but I just don't want to do it. I'm going to sneak it. I'm going to sneak it in. Ooh, that click. Ooh, that click. That's perfect. Okay. I think we're done. I think we are done. I'm gonna go ahead, clean all the filters, clean it up inside a little bit, and then get it all put back together. All right, boys, we got boot. Very nice, very nice. Everything still seems to work. I'm gonna go ahead and cable manage all of the stuff going back there. Then I have to configure the hard drive, and we should be good. All right, so I am officially finished with my entire desk setup. Show you guys what I got going. You can see everything set up, super nice. All my cables are managed. Pretty much the only two cables you can see are this mic cable and that Ethernet cable, but there's nothing I can really do about that. Everything here, fully operational. I'm stoked. This is pretty much done. I've got my 8 terabyte hard drive going. It's formatting right now, so that should be ready for use probably a few hours. But yeah, I'm stoked. This is gonna be fucking sweet. This is gonna open up a whole new fucking level of shit that I can do because now I actually have space and don't have to like worry about running out of hard drive. So yeah, I'm stoked. Let's go down and let's finish the Eclipse thing.
'Cause you heal my aching heart when you come around. It's all really your time.
So at this point, I'm done sanding both the roof and the hood, which is awesome. Those are two things crossed off the list that were honestly really big tasks, and they took a long time, but they're done. So we're that much closer to actually getting some primer on this thing. So earlier I was mentioning that I got new wheels for the IS. I'm not actually going to show you guys, but for the guys that stayed until the end of the video, I am going to give you guys a little bit of a hint. That's it. But if you want to see more teasers, I'm going to be dropping a couple on my Instagram. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Irvin Ortega _. I test fitted them today. They're sick. They're fucking sick. So I'm super stoked to get those on. It's going to take this car to a whole nother level. But we're really making moves on both of these cars. They're both going to be amazing once they're completely dialed. And that's actually coming pretty soon. I hope to at least lay some primer on this car before the end of the year. We'll see if I can hit that. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys like the video. I'll see you guys next time.